Vehicle City Harley Davidson, and you guys are part of one of the great events that we have here too, Bikes on the Bricks.
Yes,
right.
It's absolutely huge.
Yeah, and it always starts at your venue, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right
Yep.
there on Miller and I-75 off Austin's Parkway. But I don't want to just talk about that. I want to talk about the business itself. It's family-owned business, right?
Yes.
Even though it's Harley Davidson,
Yes.
it's a family-owned, I guess what it is, a franchise?
Dealership. Yep.
Dealership?
Yep.
Okay.
So I think this year is going to be 15 years that we've been in Flint at our new store location. I keep calling it new, but
It's got to be pretty close because I think it was one of the first projects that I worked on.
Oh, my gosh.
Was working with Gary to bring it here.
That's so awesome.
So, yeah.
And now 15 years, it's
Yeah.
crazy that it's been here that long. And yeah.
It is. And that was a huge project, building that building. It took down, for those of you who are familiar with the area or old like me, it was the old Chi-Chi's.
Oh my gosh.
Years ago.
We had a Chi-Chi's? What? I don't remember.
Exactly. And but they remodeled obviously the original building and added on and built that huge, beautiful 2-story basically building. It's beautiful if you've never been in there. And then you had the diner, and then you sold the diner.
Well, I think we're leasing it to Twisted Burger, which they're great. They bring in tons of customers for us. So
yeah, that's wonderful.
Yep, and it's been really nice. We can just head over there during our lunch break.
Yeah.
Too. Get a quick
they
lunch.
have good food.
Mm-hmm.
They do. Good burgers, for sure. See, moderation.
Yeah,
Right. I know, sorry.
Moderation with the pretzel burger.
Right.
But so yours is a family dealership.
Mm-hmm.
Now, are all of your uncles still involved? I know they were when we first built it.
Yes.
There was 4, right?
I think. Let me think.
There was Terry,
Gary,
Larry, and
Jerry.
Jerry.
Yes. I know they all rhyme. Like
Yeah. Yeah, well, they were all at the ribbon cutting.
okay, cool.
Opened the building.
Yes.
Yeah. And your Uncle Gary
Okay.
was doing most talking. And I think that was really when I met Terry.
Okay. Yep.
Who I accidentally texted one time.
Uh-oh.
I don't even know how I ended up texting him. We were at Chipotle.
Oh my gosh.
And I meant to text my daughter to ask her what she wanted.
Oh my gosh,
and
how
I
funny.
texted him and I'm like, so what do you want to eat? And he's just responded to me and then I looked and I'm like,
Wrong guy.
Terry, why is Terry messaging me? It was like, oh my gosh, I'm an idiot. I felt so stupid because this was like, I don't know, we didn't know each other that well at the time, but it was funny. But all right, so off my weirdness there. So you guys have been there for almost 15 years.
Mm-hmm.
It's family business. Did you guys did you have the Harley dealership before you came there though, right?
Yeah. So they purchased it from Cummings, which I believe was in Burton. So and then we've been in the Harley biz for, further than that, but in Michigan, really, that's when it started, I think.
Right.
So
right.
that's been cool. And now both my brothers are working at the Harley store, so now it's like, it's not just me anymore. But, they've been cool to work with, too. So it's funny that it's like, half of us are Gregorickas is what it seems like there every day.
That's funny. So what exactly is your job description?
Yeah. So I'm a marketing manager, but I kind of do a bunch of other things, too. We do the riding academy there as well. So we teach new students how to ride. And then I also manage the motor clothes department, which is a huge deal for us, especially during like the holiday seasons and everyone wants their Harley gear, So I do kind of 3 different things there, but it all kind of wraps up into one. But
well, that's the way it goes with most businesses. You have multiple titles, right. So now, how long have you been working there?
I believe like 4 or 5 years now. I think. Oh my gosh, isn't that weird?
Been that long?
Yeah, I think so. I'm trying to think. May of 17. So yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Crazy.
Good for you. Good for you.
Yeah.
So now with COVID, obviously you guys were basically shut down, but it wasn't the shutdown that affected you so much as inventory, right?
Right. Yeah. It was just a crazy. I feel like it's still crazy, but. We were shut down for, I think, a few weeks there, and we were operating where we could, have the door open and, do no contact and stuff like that. But we really didn't. We thought it was going to get better, and then all of a sudden they were like, okay, we can't get you inventory, we can't get you, motorcycles, leather jackets, all this stuff. So we were like, what are we going to do? And we have this whole new market where we have everyone coming down from like the Saginaw Bay City area too. So we're having more customers, but less inventory. So last year has been one of our better years given the circumstances. So it's been crazy how we've kind of like overcome that in the last year, and now
that's great.
Things
that's
are slowly starting to get back to normal. But
are you starting to get inventory in now?
Yep. So the new 2022s just launched, which normally they launch in August, but now they launched them in January. So we're seeing brand new motorcycles on the floor, and we're getting truckloads every week now, which is super awesome. Yes.
Awesome. That's good to hear. It's good to hear. And because it's been a struggle for the businesses to first have to deal with the COVID issue, then inventory issues, and then work employee issues and all those things. So it's nice to hear that you're coming back around and you're getting inventory. And what else have you got going on?
So we are hoping to start doing bike nights this summer. We're hoping to do an event every single Saturday this summer. And then we pretty much start from, early May, and then we end our season pretty much for Bikes on the Bricks. That's our kind of big party.
Final wrap up.
Yes. Yeah, so we're excited. It's going to be a fun-filled summer. I got my hands full because I'm planning Riding Academy, every Saturday an event, and it's just going to be a really good summer.
How much fun is that?
Yes. It's fun planning, events where people want to have fun and people want to, come out and talk about their bikes, and makes it a fun environment for sure.
Yeah, and it's a good group of people. We did some food truck events with you at one time.
Yeah.
And now you've got Twisted Burger there, who has a food truck.
Right.
So you can probably do that again, but it was a lot of fun, and the people that came out were just great people and just there to have a good time, and like you said, talk about their bikes.
Right.
They line them up, and you can go through and look at them and just enjoy looking at them. What was funny was some of the neighborhood people came to a couple of the events she had there, and the little kids looking at the bikes.
Yeah.
It was cute. So
they're like in awe of like, what's that?
I know, right? I know. So you not only have bikes, but you have gear. You were talking about, and a lot of clothing, but not just the protective clothing that you need to ride, but you have just T-shirts and that type of thing as well, right? Hoodies?
Yeah, like pretty much everything you could think of, from like bar wear to, hoodies, T-shirts, jeans. Like Harley pretty much has everything available. So it's fun. Like you walk into our motor clothes area, and it's not just helmets and gloves and stuff that you would typically see in like a motorcycle shop, I guess, but we have like everything, which it's
now, do you
full.
do a lot of it is, do you do a lot of online stuff, or is it basically give us a call or come in, or
right? So since we are like a separate kind of thing, like we do have HarleyDavidson.com, which does offer like the motor clothes aspect online, but for the Vehicle City Harley Davidson stuff, that's like tried and true for Flint, you got to come to the store, which is fun, makes it a destination.
Yeah, exactly. And so we'll remind them you're on Austin's Parkway at Miller and I-75.
Yes.
Real easy to find, Miller and I-75.
Right.
Just east of the expressway. So anything else that you wanted to talk about today?
Not really.
You guys do bike repairs there as well?
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You're a full service dealership.
Yes.
Right?
And we're like totally revamping our service department this year. So we got a bunch of new techs coming on our team that are like, they specialize in what they do. So we're super excited that, we want people to feel comfortable with us working on their bikes and, getting all the upgrades and all the chromed out finishes and all that good stuff too. So we're excited that our service team has been like up and going super good this year.
That's good.
Yes.
That's fantastic. And so we're looking forward to the Bikes on the Bricks. We're looking forward to seeing that new inventory.
Yes.
Can't wait to see that. And anything else going on?
Well, I'm trying to think. Valentine's Day is like right here, right? So we're doing like a cool promotion where if you come to the store, we're giving away like boxes of chocolates and roses and all that fun stuff too. So we're really trying to stick with the
purchases.
theme.
I like it. So anything that you had to ask Georgie? Bridget?
Well, Georgie, I used to ride on the back of a motorcycle. I've never driven one.
Okay.
But what would you give, just a couple tips for someone who's interested in riding but has never really done it.
Okay, well, I would definitely suggest our course. It is made for new riders or people who've never been on a motorcycle before. But my number one tip is just to, get online and just start reading, like, doing research and, like, watching YouTube videos. Like, it's crazy how much you can, like, learn before the class, too. But I guess the main goal is just safety and knowledge. And so anytime you can kind of get into that whole sort of spectrum of learning how to ride and all that stuff, it's super great for, especially confidence too. You feel great getting on a motorcycle if you know what you're doing.
Yeah, exactly. That's the biggest part of anything, right? Is having confidence in yourself when you do it. So you want to make sure that you're comfortable with it, right? Even if you rode before, if you weren't comfortable, taking the reins on it is not a good idea until you are.
Right.
So that's a great idea to have the classes so people can get comfortable before they make that decision of purchasing a bike. Now, do they rent a bike from you to train on? How does that work?
So we pretty much offer the bike. So we have a Street 500, and then we also have this cool thing called the Jumpstart. So pretty much it's like a bike on a moving track that doesn't go anywhere. So it gives people the confidence to hop on a bike without worrying about falling over or something like that,
But it tip it over.
Yeah, right. It takes the balance part out of it. But so it's super cool. You can run through the gears and kind of get your basics down before really hitting the road.
Yeah, that's a good idea. That's fantastic. Well, I want to thank you for coming in.
Oh, thank you.
And Bridget as well. Thanks for coming
thank
in.
you.
It was nice seeing everybody again.
I know.
Yeah, don't forget heart health this month.
Yep.
Try to cut your sugar, cut your salt, get off the couch. It's a good place to start.
Yeah, and contact Georgie at Vehicle City Harley about driving lessons. So I want to remind everyone that's listening in that if you have questions for us, you can get us at discoverflinttownship@gmail.com. You can visit us on Facebook at Flint Township Events. That's FLINTTWPEVENTS. Our YouTube channel and our anchor channel for the podcast are Discover Flint Township. And our website is discoverflinttownship.com. Imagine that. You didn't see that coming, did you? And if you have questions about the township itself and what's going on there, you can go to flinttownship.org. That's O-R-G. And I've already thanked our guests, but I'll thank you again for coming in. And I want to thank our partners, HAP, Shea Automotive Group, Financial Plus Credit Union, Guaranteed Rate, and 103.9 The Fox. Discover Flint Township with us next week right here on 103.9 The Fox at 7:30 a.m. And I'm Tracey Tucker, the Flint Township Economic Enhancement Director, and I would like to remind everybody, stay safe, stay healthy, shop local, buy local, and discover Flint Township. We'll see you later.